Live. I feel like I should have refreshed my coffee again before we got started. What's up?
Refresh
How
your
you guys
coffee?
doing? Refreshed it, got more coffee before we got started.
Wouldn't that be
I'm
a
tired.
refill?
Yeah, refill my coffee. Did I say refresh my coffee? I'm so fucking
That's
tired
the-
too.
I'm thinking you hitting the update on your computer. That shit stirring that bitch again,
Well,
or
welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is a Benchwarmer podcast. I'm Eric. You hate me 702. My man, an hour that's on this side. I know.
oh,
I just come up with an insult.
I don't
It's
refresh
so
my
bad.
coffee.
Yeah, let me refresh that coffee. Okay, so it's just us today. We got a couple things to talk about. We'll touch on the WNBA finals first. Um, fucking New York Liberty won. I hate the Liberty. I hate everything about the Liberty. I can't. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like, oh, we're rivals with the Aces. I don't know, but I don't like Brianna Stewart. I really don't like her. Like she's good, but just she's not my type of people. I think, and she's ugly as shit, and she's big as
She,
fuck.
she
So I don't
reminds me
really
of a
like.
character on Hey Arnold.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. A cartoon. Um, Sabrina's cool. I like Sabrina. But yeah, other than that, man, fuck the Liberty. People,
I
I
just don't
mean,
like
people.
Courtney Vandersloot.
I don't really like her either. I didn't like her. I didn't like her when she was in Chicago either. She looks. Never mind. I can't think of something. But yeah, yeah, I don't like anything really about that team. And it's so funny because Brianna Stewart was celebrating so hard. And she's like, this is one fuck. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't celebrate hard, but bitch, you got like three other ones. Let's not act like this is your first one. You won multiples of them in Seattle.
I think she's originally from New York, which is
I don't give
apparently,
a
I
fuck where
think.
I think she's originally from another planet. Like she does not look human. Like if you had, like I'm telling you, if there's a new Men in Black, Brianna Stewart's gonna be on there, on that alien thing, because she doesn't look human. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Google Brianna Stewart. Stewie, Stewie. She even goes by a stupid ass name.
I
Kansas. Let
think
me go
that's
find.
probably, I think that's probably more for Family Guy.
Like she. I mean, Tuvalu, if he was on, I definitely 100%. Like she just does not look right. Even when she dresses up, she doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Where's she originally from?
I think Rochester or some shit like that.
There's no way she's from New York. There's no way.
That's why
She
she went back and was trying to win one for the home team.
She's from North Syracuse. What did her dad look like?
Or Syracuse, yeah, somewhere there.
No, no, please no. That's not her dad. That's a totally different Brian Stewart. Yeah, Brian Stewart. Who is he? The first Brian Stewart showed up was a black guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so they won. Fuck them. Congratulations. Fuck you, Liberty. And then we got
Yeah,
next.
I don't like them either, but they were the best team all season. So I would have wanted the Lynx to win, but they won too damn much too.
I would have hated. I'm telling y'all gonna hate to see Brianna Stewart in 20 years. She gonna look horrible. All right.
You
So
gonna let
let's
that shit
switch.
go?
No, fuck her. Can't stand her ass. Let's switch to another New York team. New York Yankees versus the Dodgers last night. Game one was thrilling. I didn't watch it, but it was thrilling. I was on a flight from Boise, Idaho.
Eric
I'm
was
not gonna
told it
lie.
was thrilling.
Yeah, I know because I watched the highlights, and then I have a like this group chat that I'm in. As as soon as I landed, like it was like 30 text messages because like one of them's a Dodgers fan, so it was like 30 text messages. So immediately, like I was caught up to the game within 5 minutes of me landing. So it was just like one of those things, and then I got home and I was just so fucking tired. I was like, yeah, whatever. So I kind of kept an eye on it, and then saw the highlights and saw the what is it, Freddie Freeman's grand slam walk off like Kirk Gibson in his mug.
Yeah, and I mean, I wasn't glued to the TV either, so I was watching the Knights game. But I kind of like as I was walking into work, uh, saw like during the sixth inning that they were down. I think at that point they were down 1-0. And then just kind of noticed it in the background when I was at work. And actually was able to catch the bottom half of the 10th, which was that one was pretty entertaining. That in itself, I think they managed to get first man got out, then second man got on with a walk, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, third guy gets a little dribbler past second base to get first and second, which brings up Shohei with two men on. They get on first pitch, pop up to left. Guy goes to the wall, almost reminiscent of a little Jeter-esque. Well, not as much diving over the wall, but he caught it, went over the wall. Because of that, runners advanced to second and third. I think Betts ended up getting walked to set up Freddie Freeman to set the stage, which apparently was the first Grand Slam walk-off in World Series history. So
That
not a
that
bad way to end that one.
I'm always curious about the and I know why they do it, but I'm always curious about it. About the you have somebody on second and third, there's like one out or whatever, and they walk that batter to set up a force out at any base.
Yeah.
I'm always it's one of those things where I get it because then you could throw home if you get the infield, or you could tag third, throw to second, do something. I
It,
get the
it,
idea. Yeah, I understand the double play portion and everything. It's just you're literally giving up a free base. Like I thought the idea of baseball was to not let people get on base. So
it's also for matchup purposes. Sometimes you're trying to line up a lefty pitcher versus a
oh yeah,
lefty
because yeah,
hitter.
I
So
don't even know baseball this year, but I know I don't want to face Freddie Freeman. I know that. I mean, how good is Freddie Freeman? Freddie
yeah,
Freeman, he's really good, right?
yeah. But I mean, do you want to take your chances with Mookie Betts? I guess is pick your poison type deal. I guess.
So why don't you just face the guy that you fucking walked? That was Bet you
Well,
said,
that's what I
right?
mean. But that's what others would say. I guess.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. But it's kind of weird because we didn't get to pick because of when the World Series happened and everything. So we didn't get to pick like what was the who we thought was gonna win. Um, I was hoping the Dodgers wouldn't win because we live in Vegas and I don't want to hear that shit. But I don't want the Yankees to win either because these are the two most
Uh,
loyal fan bases.
I'd rather the Dodgers win than the Yankees.
This is almost like our pick your poison, like our election. It's almost like our fucking election. Who we gonna vote for? The worst candidate, the better of the worst. It's almost like how we pick elections. Yeah. So I don't fucking know. I don't know. Right now, who would I like to see win more? Would I like to see Otani win more than Judge? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll go with the Dodgers winning just because they're closer to us.
West
Yeah,
Coast.
yeah. That's the only reason why.
Los
All right,
Dodgers.
the NBA is back, and I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not saying they're going to win it. But what I'm saying is the scariest team that I watched in the first two games, 2 days
The
of the
Mavericks.
was the Mavericks.
I haven't seen them, but I knew that's what you were gonna say from your Reddit or your Discord comment.
That team was I don't I don't I don't know. It's Clay Thompson on that team completely changed that team.
Found a new life.
Oh my, you don't, buddy, if you just go and look up some of the highlights, like there was multiple times, like remember back in the day, and I'm not saying they're on this level, but remember back in when the war back in the day when the Warriors had Kevin Durant and they would be close and all of a sudden they just took off. That is basically what happened in that first game. Like Luka is throwing passes to Clay. Clay isn't even shot the ball, and Luka is turning around and walking down the court. Like there was a shot that Clay was so wide open, there wasn't a guy within like 5 feet of him, and Luka threw it to him. Clay set his feet. Luka was already running down court, busted. I think Clay had like 22 points, and it was like effortless. It was so effortless. They were in the now. Granted, who did they lose? They lost. They lost some people. They lost Tim Hardaway Jr. They lost Derrick Jones. They lost a couple other people. They bring back Spencer Dinwiddie, who played extremely well with them when he was there last time, even though they wanted to trade him to get rid of that contract.
Mm.
Um, but this is so this is so it's I don't even say it's so unique. It's just like they were in the finals last year and they upgraded. Clay upgrades for Tim. Granted, his defense isn't that good. So that's going to be a problem that they have, the defensive struggle. That's kind of going to be the problem that they have but Kyrie was on the bench this whole time. And I was like, oh, yeah. So granted, they were playing the Spurs, but they were playing Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul. So, boy, watching that game, I was like, oh my goodness. The Thunder are another team that's going to be scary again. Shea Gilgis Alexander's SGA against the Nuggets. The Nuggets, I don't know if they're not going to be that top team again. I'm going to say it right now. Jokic is not winning MVP. Timberwolves looked really good. Anthony, but there were points in time where they were still like they lost that trade with Cat. They lost that trade because Julius Randle, granted he was good, but it almost leaves Gobert on an island. And close game with the Kings. The Celtics look like okay. So the funniest thing ever that I've ever seen in basketball was the Celtics missing 13 straight threes. That was the funniest thing I had ever seen because they had tied the record for most threes in a game.
Oh, and
And
then they missed the next 13?
yes, and then they were up by so many points. They literally subbed the team out and bring in all their reserves. You do not under the reserves miss so many threes. Even like Jason Tatum and Brown, even the Celtics are on the sideline going like wide open threes. Like it was one of the most common. Like you're praying that they make it. Like yeah, but nope. Bum
It's
bum.
like the basketball guys weren't having it.
They were like there was a lid on it. 13 straight threes they missed after tying the NBA record. So I mean that was the Celtics look good. My Sixers, I don't understand what the fuck is happening. How do we have two people that show up and are injured already and it's the beginning of the season? Oh my
Isn't
god.
that fucking like half of Embiid's career?
You
Oh,
know
because
what?
of
As long
walking
as we make
injury.
let me stop bitching. We just need to make the playoffs. We need them healthy for the playoffs. That's all we need.
So what's he being investigated for, or what are y'all being investigated for with him with the back to backs and that bullshit?
Oh, good. I don't because we're not gonna play them back to backs because
But
the
there's
NBA
like some
doesn't want
sort
that.
of they're looking into that whole
Yeah, the NBA doesn't want that. They don't
the
want it
fucking
because they're scheduled based
the
off
load
of it.
management bullshit.
Yeah, so NBA Lakers, yeah. So basically, um, they're investigating him for launched an investigation absence from the season opening loss to Milwaukee. Multiple sources said Embiid was out of uniform. Basically, it was the way they did it or whatever.
Oh, so
But
they're
he was
like
also not
verifying the injuries pretty
yeah,
much.
next 2 games, even though he is neither injured or ill nor tending to a personal matter. So they don't understand why he's out. So they're
What if you just
investigating.
say you have diarrhea? They want to see your shit or what?
What if the NBA's just? Don't get me wrong, the NBA's pissed because that would have been a great game. That would have been a very good game. I don't know what's going on with my Sixers though. I don't know. I
Who
don't
else is
really.
injured?
Paul George is out. Game
Oh,
one.
that's right. Yeah, well, I mean, y'all should have known. I mean, signing him,
We
that's
already
another.
knew this. So just like they haven't played at all. So we're 0-2. Okay. Yeah, I know. We already knew. I already knew. People were like, oh, it's so bad. I'm like, shut up. It's not really that bad. Like we knew this was gonna happen. We should be used to this. The
Yeah.
Magic looked okay. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. That starting five show is absolutely trash. That show is not the receiver or quarterback. That
Oh,
show
I haven't
is
even seen.
it's
Did
not
I
good.
watch receiver? Oh, I did watch receiver. Can't remember if I
Yeah, we
finished
did because
it.
we were talking about Devontae Adams. It's not good.
Yeah.
People can say my opinion sucks. Okay, so in my opinion, it's not good. Um, I'm on episode 4. I don't know 5, one of those, and I have so much hatred already for the show. I hate Demontre Sabonis' fucking bitch ass wife. I can't stand her fucking ass. Oh my god, she is so fucking annoying. Holy shit! Shut the fuck up. I'm mad because I'm so when we say wives and moms shut the fuck up, she's one of those. Shut the fuck up. She's almost like she bothers me like fucking Brittany Mahomes. Shut the fuck up. Um, LeBron James. Oh my God, he is a horrible actor. He is the worst actor in the world. I don't understand how people don't, if they're watching this, don't see that he is acting. The whole, why did you put him in? I don't. Oh, you know why? Because we care about the in-season tournament. Oh, there was fucking 2 episodes on the in-season tournament. Who gives a fuck about the in-season tournament? Even Austin Reeves asked LeBron on the podium, "This makes you the GOAT, right?" No, bitch. No, it's not a real fucking title. Nobody can take this from us. Shut up. We had half an episode on fucking Bronny James, and this is last year with USC and all this shit about family. I do like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, and this is pretty fucking cool. He doesn't give a fuck. Talks about dominoes. You find out some cool stuff about Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler is more of a private person. So
Mm.
you find out some cool shit that he likes. And Anthony Edwards is really, really cool.
Jimmy Butler likes Martin Garrix.
Well, yeah, he was in the Fallout video. He understands the reason why he was emo was because of like his babysitter or somebody like that, or his house cleaner, or somebody like that. So some younger person that, yeah, but he seems really genuine and down to earth.
Yeah,
But
like he was just kicking it. He was just kicking it with the DJ when I seen him. Just
yeah,
part of his little entourage.
I just saw Reddit. I just saw an ad on Reddit from him.
Is
So
it because
yeah,
you have butt pimples that you have to treat? I'm confused by
so
that comment.
so he's not, but yeah, if you watch it on Netflix, I'm telling you, Sabonis's wife is annoying. She's not even that cute. Am I missing somebody else?
So
There's
if she was annoying but cute, you would be more tolerant.
no, because she's fucking like the Valley Blonde girl. Like everything about her, just the way she sits, the way she talks. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why are
So you're
we?
thinking his dad Arbitas is not approving
No,
to
now Arvidas is in
Demontis.
it.
What are you
Arvidas was in
doing?
it a couple times. Like Demontis is not bad, but it's like some of the shit that they do. It's almost like they're forcing him to kind of be a star, and he doesn't even like the camera. So it's like, why the fuck is he on here? Like he even says, I don't like the fame. I don't like this. I don't like that. So in my head, I'm like, then why are we talking about it? Why do we? But they talk about his triple
Maybe.
doubles and how he missed the All Star, and then his wife is sitting up there talking about, oh, you don't understand. He breaks so many records every single day. I'm sitting there watching the ticker, and it's like another broken record for. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut up. You're on a whole ass show sounding fucking dumb. Shut up. Um, who else is it? I'm trying to think of who the other person is on starting five. I know there's one.
Anthony, is Ant isn't Ant on there?
Anthony's on there. Um, who else am I missing? Oh, Jason Tatum. Oh my
Oh,
God.
was it Jason
How am I
Tatum? The
missing
other one?
Jason fucking Tatum? First of all, how old is Deuce? Oh boy, I've been saving this. I've been saving this shit. Y'all don't even understand. How old is fucking Jason Tatum's son Deuce? They need to take his ass off. Now, don't get me wrong. There's certain things that, like, to me, Jason Tatum, and I've said this multiple times. Jason Tatum is cringe. He is like the worst superstar in the NBA. The worst superstar in the NBA. Deuce is 5 years old and should be going to kindergarten and talks like he's fucking 2 to 3. He sounds like a baby. He talks like he's 5, but I think he's like 3. Like I did not. I was like, why? What? Okay, and then another thing. This is not like so quarterback. Quarterback I loved, but you had Kirk Cousins, being Kirk Cousins. You had Marcus Mariota going through his thing. You had Devontae Adams talking shit. Get me the fuck out. You had all of them being real, but because the NFL, we don't see them as well inside as we do the NBA. It was like inside of their life. They are trying. Jason Tatum, listen, Jason Tatum was playing in a game. And I hate the way they do this. He was playing in a game. And what game was he? He was playing on Christmas Day. And he was and they basically framed it that he was having a bad game because his mom and his son didn't show up. Because they got on a plane and the engine wouldn't start. So I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That is the excuse. The excuse is that they got on a plane, and when they were trying to get from wherever he was at to there to where the Christmas LA or whatever it was at, because it was in LA, to the Christmas game, the plane wouldn't start. So then they had to drive to New York to get on another plane to get here. And the whole entire time he's like, I'm looking for their seats and I can't see them. And don't get me wrong, it's bumming me out. It's bumming me out. And you know, and they're showing him bricking and missing shots. And then all of a sudden, like in the third quarter, they show up and he smiles and runs over and sees them. And then he starts playing good. I'm like, are we fucking serious right now? Oh my God. You guys are literally framing him having a bad. And I remember the game. I remember the fucking game. Like y'all took all of his bad shots and put him in there. And you were just like, no, please stop. Please stop. It seemed like LeBron had his hands all over it in every aspect of the game.
Is he an executive producer?
I don't look, I'm telling you, the whole time I was watching this show, I was like, dude, this is a horrible documentary. This is like a mockumentary. This is like a movie and a documentary combined. I don't even know what the fuck that's called. But this is like, and we know LeBron can't act. There's so many times like LeBron's literally sitting up there in the movie saying,
How many Taco Tuesdays did you get?
We didn't get any yet.
Oh, great. I fucking hate that.
The cardiac arrest with Bronny, okay? And he's like, you don't understand. And nothing mattered after that. Only thing that mattered was family. Not the money, not the cars, not the fame, just family.
And then a picture of the fucking of the mansion.
I'm sorry. I could have remember hearing you say all that matters is rings. Like recently, like getting a championship. I don't play. It was one of those things where I was just like, oh, now I do love his wife. His wife is fucking amazing. I do love his wife. The fact that she puts up with him all the time. But yeah, it was not. Jason Tatum is horrible. Deuce, I think they're I don't know what the hell is wrong with Deuce.
Is he called Deuce because he's junior?
No, his name is Deuce Tatum.
Oh shit! I thought it was Jason Tatum the second.
No,
and they just call him Deuce.
I like their mom, but it's just to me, you have two people. You have LeBron being an actor, trying to be an actor. So I don't think any of the shit that he's doing is real. You have Jason Tatum, who is trying to force himself in stardom and is completely horrible. He's cringing everything he says. You have DeMontis, who is not completely comfortable in being a superstar. So you have three people that two of them aren't really good in this show at all. And then they don't bring enough. Like DeMontis, you could get by. It's almost like the Kirk Cousins thing. You could kind of get by that because they showed him with being Big Bird and all this other stuff. So, but because they live in Sacramento, they're like, oh, we can't ever go skiing ever. His wife's like, we can never go skiing ever until he retires. So this is what we do. Oh, you know what you do? You have snow brought to your fucking house and dump it on your fucking thing so you guys can go sledding down the slide. And you're like, this is like a dream. Bitch, Brittany Mahomes, shut the fuck up. She's so bad. So he could be like he could have one of those.
Like he's saying they can't go skiing because he's gonna get mobbed or something?
No, they can't go skiing because it's in his contract. NBA players have tons of that shit
Well,
in their Instagram.
okay.
But
Well,
again, I get it. But bitch, shut up. Nobody cares about going skiing. You live in a fucking mansion.
she can go fucking skiing.
Exactly.
Take
So
your ass skiing.
it just reminded me of when Brittany Mahomes said, "Oh my God, we can finally have our dream home." I was like, "Oh my God, you're so horrible." Um, but Anthony Edwards is amazing. He was absolutely funny. When you find out his uncle packs his clothes, Anthony Edwards doesn't like to pack.
So he's
So
got his uncle rolling
his
around as his
uncle,
road dog.
his uncle or his somebody in his family literally packs all of his clothes, packs all of his suitcases. Because Anthony Edwards hates packing. So he's just laying down in his bedroom while a grown ass man is packing his clothes.
Fucking folding his drawers and shit.
Everything. Packing his Xbox, everything. So
I'm
like
surprised he's just like, fuck it, I'll just buy new shit wherever I go.
so Anthony, then basically that's what he said. Anthony Edwards is hilarious because he loves the camera. So he's just like made for the camera, the talking shit and everything like that. But then even they have Renee Montgomery.
Oh, I
Why?
love Renee Montgomery. You don't like Renee Montgomery?
Oh wait, you're talking about the former basketball player that's co-owner of the Atlanta Dream, right?
Yeah.
Why is she in here?
Good question. I know,
She's not.
I said it.
She's not a reporter. She's not, and they have her a slash analyst. She's an analyst of the WNBA. She's not on any NBA shit. Why is she here? Why are you guys constantly referring to her? Why is she telling you how NBA players feel? Why is she forcing a narrative? Why? Why the fuck is Ramona Shelburne here? I don't have a problem because she actually covers some shit. But at the same
I was
time,
gonna say, plus she covered LeBron quite a bit.
why don't we have Ryan Windhurst?
I'm assuming it's whomever the executive producers are close with.
Why don't we have why don't we have anybody? It's so look. I am about to go probably step out of bounds. It's the fucking narrative that they're pushing. I don't have no clue. Like I'm looking at this and like neither one of you add anything to this show. Nothing. You're just recycling news. Ramon's like, oh, you don't understand. It's this and this and this. How the fuck do you know? You don't play. You could have had the live sideline reporter that's at NBA games. You could have had multiple, and this is what I'm saying. It's a
I
LeBron
think
fuck.
Ramona does sideline reporting.
I hate her. I can't stand that bitch. I just really hate her ass. Okay, I really
He's
fucking
on a
hate her.
fucking hate trail today. That coffee bitter as fuck.
I love Renee. I normally love Renee, but in this aspect, they don't add like I would have rather seen people that had been in the NBA and covering it for many like Ramona has. Don't get me wrong, but I just hate that bitch. But I was just like, okay, come on, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I had to force it. Look, I'm not watching it again until I leave town, and I don't leave town for another week and a half. So yeah, I'm not watching it again until the beginning of November because that's how hard it was to get through it. That's it. I'm good there. It's showing a black woman's ass. I don't think I'm in the graphic there.
What is he
Uh,
talking about?
he's talking about the pimples on the butt still.
Does he have pimples on his butt, or why is he so concerned?
He said no. He said there was a black woman's ass on there. So
I
that
know,
was
but why did he start searching Reddit for pimple butt cream, butt
I
pimple
think he was
cream?
just on Reddit and saw an advertisement for pimple butt cream. Because you know when you go on
Okay.
Reddit in these posts now, a lot of times they show you advertisement at the very top. Trying to help you out, Chifu. Trying to help you out. Okay, so Thursday night football. Did you watch it?
I didn't see that face mask. I watched bits and pieces of the game. Um, but I think at that point, I just saw the Rams ended up holding on to the lead they had towards the end. Um, but
No,
I then
no.
saw the meme yesterday, I think I saw an Instagram post about the fucking face mask that the ref missed.
That was I don't understand it. I have no clue. I would love if all of y'all kept the same energy about the Chiefs and the refs because that is the most blatant face mask I've ever seen in my life. I forgot to pick the game, so all of you guys lost. So we're all 0 and 1. Good. That was the most blatant face mask in my life that I've ever seen. He spun his whole head around like he was Beetlejuice. He took him completely down. Like it was, and the ref's like, we had a bad angle. I couldn't see it. How? Bitch, there was only, this wasn't like in the end, this was a safety. There was nobody behind him. It was him jumping and grabbing him. Like, stop. The other guy couldn't see it because he didn't have a good angle. Shut the fuck up. Where's all the scripted shit now, y'all? Keep that energy. All that energy y'all have with the Chiefs. I actually saw a post. That said if this was Patrick Mahomes, it would have been first and goal. I literally saw that post. I was like, you motherfuckers. Of course you guys do.
Oh, there's so many of those. No, I saw some good ones that said if this was Patrick Mahomes, there would have been a firing squad on the field.
So that's what I'm saying. Keep the same fucking energy, y'all. Is there ads? No way to get away from that shit as ads. So it was a pretty good game. I didn't, because it was on fucking Amazon Prime. And I was in a hotel. I actually could not watch it. I went down to the damn Applebee's to get my food and was sitting at the bar getting a drink.
You got trouble with the fire stick, sir.
They didn't have it. Yeah, so I started watching it on my phone at the very, very end. And when I started watching it, I was like, oh shit. It was good. It was pretty good. But Sam Darnold, the Rams, I think the Vikings are going to go back to being the Vikings, to being Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold's rise is done. I don't know.
I mean, he didn't have a terrible game.
Listen, I don't care. We got to remember who the fuck Sam Darnold is. Okay, we've seen Sam Darnold play for the Jets, the Panthers.
Yeah, but like people fucking always want to fucking keep like that's not the same fucking environment. That's why he was doing so much better.
Buddy, I don't care. I don't care. Tell me how many quarterbacks that you know that have been on multiple teams and they have sucked have magically became good.
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny Testaverde never sucked on any team he was on.
The first few teams he was on, he didn't really do that great until later in his career. He was highly touted coming out of college. And
what's the Vinny Testaverde on the? Hold on, let me check before. Let me check. What are you talking about? Vinny Testaverde he was played for the Bucks, so they didn't win, but they also traded Steve Young because they had Vinny Testaverde.
Right, exactly. So he didn't do well until like later in his career.
No, he never did well. He only did well for 2 seasons. His record is 90-123. He had
how many of those losses were early?
Hold on. He had a 10-6 record, a 12-1 record. That's it. Those are on a 9-7.
I'm not saying he fucking lit the world on fire.
He played 21 years and had 3 winning seasons.
The NFL's fucking tough, dude. What do you want from him?
No. Again, you just proved my point. You said Vinny Testaverde. He sucked and then was good. No, he sucked his whole life in the football. He just happened to have 3 good seasons towards the end of his.
How many seasons did he play?
21.
Okay, so he didn't suck that bad. Just fucking hang on for that long.
Yeah, he did. You gotta look at the teams he played for, okay? Listen, he played for the Buccaneers when they were in the Creamsicle.
Yeah, but you're looking at his wins. Look at his stats.
Okay, so he threw for 46,000 yards in his career, 275 touchdowns to 267 interceptions.
I'm saying if you go season by season, I'm sure they'll be fucking
5. Dude, he had a season of 13 touchdowns and 35 interceptions. He threw 35 interceptions. The next year, he did 20 and 22.
See, he improved.
Listen. He has, okay, so 20 touchdowns. So this is just his career. We'll go by his career. It's 5-6. First one is touchdown. Second one is interception. 5-6, 13-35, 20-22, 17-18, 8-15, 14-16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His 7th season was the first time he threw more touchdowns than interceptions. 14-9.
See, they're proved my point.
But 16-8. Stop. Stop. Dude, I didn't realize how bad Vinny Testaverde was. How the fuck did he have? How did he stay in the league so long? Jeremy, you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
What do you think about Vinny Testaverde since we're talking about him?
I don't know. That was fucking 400 years ago.
What do you think about Sam Darnold and the Vikings? I said they're going downhill. I said we know who Sam Darnold is. Sam Darnold's about to show up.
I mean, why? Because they've lost one game?
They've lost two.
I guess two now.
In a row.
So the sky is falling according to Eric.
So are we going to say that when Mahomes loses 2 games in a row?
Wait.
Are we going to say that
Wait.
when? Are we going to say that when? Did we say that when Brady lost 2 games in a row?
No. But do you know who else we
Are
say
we going
that?
to say that when other quarterbacks lose 2 games in a row?
It depends on who the quarterback is.
Or are we just going to say that when a team starts 5-0 and then they lose 2 games?
It depends on who the quarterback is.
Or
So
are we going to say that when the refs hand the other team the game?
what I'm gonna say is that I said this when Deshaun
Are we going to do that when the ref is staring at the penalty? When the
I
penalty
know. I don't know. I have no clue.
a flag, and then at the end of and after the game, they said, "Oh, there was players between the penalty and the ref, and we couldn't see it." But then they forget that there's replay, and everybody in the world can go back and look at it, and can see that there was nobody between the penalty and the ref, and the ref would look dead at the penalty.
And said no.
And didn't throw the flag. So what?
Yeah, that was a bad penalty. That was a bad missed penalty. I have no clue how they didn't see that. That might have been one of the worst penalties ever. Missed penalties.
So I mean, if we're gonna say he's good, is it going downhill? Do we put an asterisk on it? And then at the bottom of the page, we put that little asterisk and an explanation. It says, "With the ref's help."
Yeah, I'm down with that. This is the thing. I think he had a good start to the season. He wasn't playing bad, but we've kind of seen this from Sam Darnold. We've seen this before. He has a couple good games, and then his shit fucking tanks. Maybe it'll be different because he's playing in Minnesota, but I don't know.
I think with this new coach and new system, since we fit them better.
I don't understand. I don't understand why everybody's acting like a quarterback can't get better with different coaches. I mean, example 1, Jared Goff.
Same.
Exhibit A.
Okay, so I'm not saying that people can't get better.
Exhibit B, Matt Stafford.
Well, no, Matt Stafford was always good. He just was able to win with Sean McVay.
So exhibit B.
Okay, I'm not saying that a quarterback cannot get better when a new coach comes in, because there's multiple times that a coach gets fired and a new coach comes in. What I'm saying is, when you have been in many different systems and had many different coaches over a 4 to 5 year period, 6 year period of time, you're not getting that much better.
So is that
not if they're not developing you? Then no.
So is that his fault?
I didn't say it was his fault.
He's in many different systems. But you're using that excuse that it's his fault.
I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying he can't get better. I'm just saying by then you're who you are. And we're seeing that perfectly well with Geno. Everybody thought the same thing with fucking Geno. And then all of a sudden he had 2 good seasons and then they paid him. And now this motherfucker's not playing very well.
Darnold was the top 5 pick. So that's why coaches know the talent is there. And that's why coaches think, oh, hey, I can work with them. And Kevin fucking O'Connell, I guess, found his guy.
In 5 weeks, let's revisit this conversation when they're 6-7 6.
See, but again, you're pegging all the wins on him and pegging all the losses on him, and I'm thinking you have to.
Last week or the week before, saying that we can't put all the wins and all the losses on the quarterback.
Who said that?
Yo was attacking me for it.
I'm not saying that they're going.
Yo was attacking me saying we can't put the entire win and the entire loss on the fucking quarterback. But now we're putting the fucking entire win and entire loss on the fucking quarterback.
What I'm about to say is, what I'm going to say is that he is going to revert back to the reason why they're losing is because Sam Darnold's not going to play. He's not going to play good. So he's literally going to be the reason. This is the same motherfucker that said he was seeing ghosts. I'm telling you that he's going to revert back to fucking bad Sam Darnold. Watch and see. Y'all don't mark my words. 5 weeks.
So a player just can't get better. Nope.
Yes, they can.
Once you're bad, you're bad. Sorry, bud.
Yes, they can. But this motherfucker.
Hey, Mahomes, you're playing like shit. Time for you to go, buddy. Hey, you can't get better. Hey,
this
I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. No, you play bad. You play bad. Now, time for you to go, bro. Fuck off.
I didn't say he had to go. I just said he's not going to play good.
You're just saying you playing like shit. You just saying, bro.
Stop. Are we going to act like? Wait, hold on.
It's how we rolling now. You can't get better, bro.
He wasn't even he's only starting because the fucking starter got injured. Let's not act like they bring him over here to develop Sam fucking Darnold. He was a bench player. He's only starting because the starter got fucking injured. Oh, I'm sorry. Does everybody remember Josh Dobbs? Oh, Josh Dobbs played for 3 different teams. Everybody cut him. He went on a nice run with the Vikings. And then he fell back to fucking earth. Oh, that happened 2 seasons ago in the same team? So, yes, this shit happens. Can quarterbacks get better? 100%. But it's more likely that he is who he is. We know who he is. And he's going to tank.
Just like you said about Jared Goff.
I was wrong on Jared Goff.
Who Patrick Mahomes still has yet to beat.
And I'm still praying on his downfall, okay? On Jared Goff's downfall. All right? I was wrong on him. I was completely wrong on him. Hey, like Gardner Minshew. Could be like Gardner Minshew.
He's dead over Lake Mead.
I'm just saying.
That's where they find in a barrel.
I mean, why couldn't he have gotten better? We see this more than we don't see it.
I mean, when you go from a shitty offensive coordinator to a better offensive coordinator, usually you get better. When you go from a good offensive coordinator named Shane Steichen to a shitty one named Luke Getsy, you usually get worse. That's how this works. When you go from a good coach to a bad coach, you usually decline. When you go from a bad coach to a good coach, you usually go on your trajectory goes like this.
Okay, I got you. So, Hopkins to the Chiefs. What are your guys' thoughts?
Can I finally play fucking Mahomes in the fucking fantasy and get some fucking points now? Or are we going to fuck around and you're going to fucking shit the fucking bed again?
Probably shit the fucking bed again. I don't know.
We know what Hopkins is. He's washed. He's not going to get better.
Yeah. He played like shit in Tennessee.
But
he's wearing 8. He's wearing number 8 because for Kobe.
Oh, there you go. He fucked it up.
I see it.
Stop. Please tell me that's a lie. Please tell me that's not true.
I see the post. I don't know if it's true, but I see the post saying he's wearing number 8 for Kobe.
He's cursed. He done did it. He said it. He said it. Check. Checks
Kobe
out.
Bryant, one of my favorite athletes of all times.
Now he's seeing goals. Now Eric's seeing goals.
Don't walk back your statement from a couple weeks ago now.
He's going to break his Achilles first game. He's going to snap his Achilles.
I seen that post on Twitter, and all I could think about was our discussion about the New York Liberty.
I'm still trying to get confirmation. Hold on. I'm trying to get confirmation.
I'm looking at it right here.
Is that on ball sack?
CBS Sports.
I'm on Kansas City Star right
Asked
now.
on Thursday about switching from number 10 to number 8 upon his arrival to Kansas City. Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite athletes of all times, Hopkins said.
Fuck you, DeAndre Hopkins.
He can't wear number 10 because of Checo.
You piece of shit. Oh, you know what you just did. You have no clue what you just did. You have two options. Two. One, ball the fuck out. Or two, tear your Achilles getting out of the fucking shower. Those are your only two options. Do not step on the field. Fuck me. Damn it. OMG. Oh. Bye-bye, three-peat. Bye-bye, Pat. I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry. It's DeAndre Hopkins. I know that's what Tennessee is, where receivers go to die. So fuck you. You're dead to me.
He brought the plague over.
Fuck them. Why? Why would you do that? I was so happy because I was like, we don't need a touchdown threat. We just need that secure guy. He's going to give you in the slot. He's going to work out. It's going to be good. And now you're wearing number 8. You could have just said I'm wearing number 8 because I like number 8. You could have just said I'm wearing number 8 because you
got my elementary school number.
You could have just said I'm wearing number 8 for multiple different fucking reasons. But you're trying to force the Kobe thing. Ain't gonna work, buddy.
Thought you'd like that.
Yeah, that ruined my day.
I bet you're glad.
I was gonna say you just fucking ruined it.
Hey, I bet you're glad I joined late today, huh?
Oh fuck me. You know what? You guys, you always do this shit. You did it on fucking Christmas last year. You're doing it now. Fuck.
Well, you were having the player haters ball this morning, so he fucking came in with the trump card. He came in with the trump card. Hey.
Fuck all of them. Yeah. Fuck all that shit. Jeremy, have you had a chance to watch NBA Starting 5?
No.
Okay, don't watch it. It sucks. I went on a huge rant about it earlier.
You met me?
Yeah, I know. UFC 308.
It's more likely than not that I was not going to watch it anyway.
UFC 308 is tonight. And there's going to be some good fights. Your boy Max Holloway.
Is he fighting Ilya?
Yeah,
Ilya Topuria.
Yeah, for the featherweight championship.
I'm excited. I think it starts at noon. Check the start time.
11 a.m. Main card starts at 11 a.m. our time.
All right.
Yeah.
Take a nap and then roll right into that.
I got to remember to check in for my flight.
Where are you going?
Fucking Reno.
Oh, that's right. You already told me about. I'm going to Reno the week after, buddy. I'll be in Reno next week.
What are you going to Reno for?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Work. I got to do site visits.
What are you visiting?
It's really chilly up there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking scared.
Yeah. What time is your flight? And you flying Southwest?
Yeah.
So I don't even have to check in really no more to my flight because I've flown so many times.
You fucking know the pilot by this reeks of poverty, desperation, and piss, you said?
So I got the A list or whatever. So it sends, because you have to fly like 20 times in a year or whatever. So it sends me a text message. And like yesterday I forgot to check in and I got a text message saying, your flight number, your boarding number is A34. Make sure you check in within the next 20 hours.
We get booked on business select, so we're always in.
Yeah, always in the yeah.
And you're through Southwest too, Eric?
Yeah. So yeah. So I have Southwest. I have American Airlines. I have Delta. I have all those rewards. But Southwest, because of where I fly at, it's the easiest and cheapest flights. So because I'm only flying to Boise, Reno, Salt Lake City, or Spokane, Washington. Now, when I had to fly to Oklahoma or when I fly to Florida in January, that'll be like American or Delta. Just like when I try to do my hotels, I'm always in Best Western. Like I showed up at the Best Western Hotel in Washington, and they were like, and I showed up, and he's like, "Hey, do you want some water, or do you want your goodie bag or 500 extra points?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, you didn't realize you're a platinum member now." I'm like, "Oh no, I didn't." He's like, "Yeah, your 500 extra points will be on." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then when I showed up at my hotel in Twin Falls, as I show up, they wrote my name on the board, because they're like platinum members showing up today. And when I pull in, I get out of the car, and all of a sudden the girl comes over and she's like, "Grigsby, right?" And I was like, "But you got a good memory." She's like, "I think I check you in every time. You come in like once a month, right?" I'm like, "Damn, this is pretty cool. I get some fucking perks." Now leave me the fuck
Yeah, you
alone.
getting the fucking red carpet.
Exactly. So it's just pretty cool because they treat you. They're like, "Oh, you get your free waters," and nobody cares about the free waters. I get them.
They're like, Mr. Grigsby, the nudie
Yeah.
movies are free for you this trip.
And then they put me on the third floor, and I was like, "Oh, why am I on the third floor? Normally I'm on the second floor, right?" And when they put me on the
Got the
third floor,
penthouse?
I was like, "Is my room bigger? I think my room's bigger. Like I'm 90% sure my room is bigger. Like I don't remember having a couch in my other room."
Moving on up.
Ooh, yeah. So I got those points. Those points are amazing. So
So you get
even
rapid reward points for all
oh yeah,
these.
so I get the rapid reward points for Southwest. I get the Best Western, whatever points they have. So like the last time I logged into Best Western, I had like 12,000 points. That equaled like a $600 room for free. So like the more point, and then I have National. I have Enterprise and all that, but I only rent with National. So and I have tons of points with them. So depending on where
So
I
next
go,
time I need to rent a car, have you rent it for me?
yeah. They're like, so my cars, that's weird. It depends on where you rent a car at. Like I can when I rent at Reno, depending on what time it is or how many cars they have, I go to Reno and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you whatever car you have." But when I go to Boise, they're like, "What car do you want?" Oh, I had a Hyundai Elantra limited series. Jeremy, that might be your next car.
The
No,
electric one or no?
No, that might be your next car.
my next car is a truck again.
That car was so fucking fancy. It was just a limited series. It was limited edition. It was sleek. It had the sunroof.
It was just an Elantra? It wasn't even a Sonata?
No, it was an Elantra. So
Wow.
Google it. Even when I came back and turned the car in, the guy was like, "How'd you like this car?" I'm like, "This car is amazing." But just Google the limited. It is so. I was so because they were like, "Oh, do you want this? What do you want?" And I was like, and I had like three options. I was like, "Just give me the Hyundai Elantra because my wife has one. I'm used to driving it, right?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And when we went out and I got in it, I was like, "Shut the fuck up! This thing is ridiculous." It's got all the bells and whistles, no big deal. The
Oh
backup,
wow. Did you get it at 2025 or?
yeah, it was a 2024.
That eight.
So
Oh, okay.
it's got all the bells and whistles, but it's got multiple different bells and whistles. So like when you're driving, and everybody, I was talking to people, and they're like, "You don't understand. My car does this." Even like the managers are like, "You don't understand." I'm like, "No, you like." Of course, when the key was in my pocket, I could walk up and open the door and unlock it.
Hmm.
But it was like they're like, "You don't understand." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. You have to get in this car." So we got in the car and we went and took a drive. And when you have, at first, it was irritating me because I had the two speedometers. It had a speedometer and the gauge or whatever, the rev gauge. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. And I was like, "That's weird. Why are they off to the side like that?" But then you turn your blinker on, and that disappears, and a camera comes up and shows you what's exactly on your side. So there's like no blind spots. It is freaking ridiculous. It No matter which side you did, you went left, the other gauge disappeared, and the camera showed you, so you could see clearly if you could get over.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So each gauge, and then there was multiple times like when you backed up. So you would back up, and I showed one of the managers, and she's like, "I have a backup camera too." I'm like, "Watch." So you back up, you have the backup camera, but then the monitor splits in half. So it splits in half and has a, as you're backing up, it has, and then it shows you what's in front. It's like an AI computer generated.
Yeah. I can't remember what other car that I was driving had that shit.
And then when you back all the way out, when you go again and go and drive, it also shows you the camera going forward. So what's in front of you, and then it shows you an AI thing. So what's around you. I was like, this thing is freaking crazy. This car is so amazing. Like, it was nicer than the Ford Mustang I had. That was a 2023. So yeah, it was really cool. Really cool. I thought Jeremy, you might. I was like, I forgot you wanted a truck, but I was like, yeah, that might be it. Also on UFC, I know we got off the topic because I went to fucking. Also with the UFC, we have what is it? Who's it?
Who'd you pick, Ilya or Holloway?
I'm gonna pick Holloway.
I'm gonna go with Ilya.
No, you can. I'm not. Listen, I'm not disrespecting Holloway. I'm not.
Do we get a tonight?
If he bet not. Ilya bet not. Ilya bet not. He bet not do that.
We're getting that in right here.
But
right
do
here.
you think Ilya stands up and does it?
I think if he gets called out, you almost have to. I think
Ilya does it. I think Ilya does it.
I think it depends. If Ilya's up, I don't think he does it. Y'all got to remember that even though Max Holloway was whipping the shit out of Gaethje, that gets seared in people's mind.
Well,
and
Holloway was up. That's what was crazy about that time is Holloway was up and still did that shit.
Because he's such a good boxer. Like that, he is such an underrated boxer in UFC. He said it multiple times. I am the best boxer in UFC.
Topuria is pretty nice too, though. Then fucking, he's pretty quick.
It's not quick. It's angles. That's the difference.
I know. I'm saying Topuria's got angles too, though.
But that's the difference with most UFC fighters and Max Holloway. You got to remember, Max Holloway does this with everybody that stands up. And they cannot hit him because he understands the slight angles when it's just that.
Unless it was Volkanovski.
Yeah, yes. Volkanovski went after him. But I don't get me wrong. Do I think Ilya's going to win? Yes. But I'm going with Max Holloway. That's my pick. Oh, guy.
I just wanted it to be a great fight.
Next up, we got Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. What are your thoughts?
How long has it been since Khamzat last fought? Like a fucking year? Over a year ago now?
Hey, Jeremy, who are you taking, Max or Ilya? My bad.
You should know the answer to this.
Max, I know.
I'm gonna say Hawaii.
I know it was Max. I was just making sure. Yeah. So we got Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat. When was his last fight? It's a good question. Well,
because he had those visa problems, right?
Yeah, the fight in 2022 got canceled.
It's been over 2 years?
His last fight was October 21st, 2020. How do they have 2023 against Kamaru Usman?
So a year.
Yeah.
2022.
To the fucking
2023.
2023.
Yep, 2023. So he fought Kevin Hart.
I mean, I guess.
So he's got
Guess it'll be fresh, but
in 3
rusty.
He doesn't fight much. He fought not September 20th.
Because he fought like 4 fights like in 3 months or some bullshit.
No, he didn't. He fought September 20th. He might have fought, but in the last
when he first, I think after COVID, when he first started, he fought like I think twice in a week or some bullshit.
In the last 4 years, he's fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights.
I think those are all his fights, right?
In the UFC.
Yeah, in the UFC.
No, because yeah. So he's fought, because the other ones were in Brave. So no, he fought a couple more in the UFC. He fought in July 25th. So in July 15th, he actually fought in 2 weeks. Yeah, he fought 2 weeks, 10 days apart in the UFC. But in 4 years, he's only fought 5 fights. I think Robert Whittaker should beat him, but I don't know if he will.
I'm gonna take Khamzat.
Of course you are.
Because he's crazy.
What about you?
Probably bite his face off.
Isn't Robert Whitaker old?
Not
getting up there.
He's
Got a lot more
33.
miles on them.
He's 33. Hamzat is 30.
Got a lot more less tread on them tires though.
Yeah, he is 20. He has 34 fights to Hamzat's 13. And some of his fights were
And he's been knocked out.
Tua might be back this week. I just saw.
Yes, he is back, I believe.
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Robert Whitaker.
Yeah, me too. All right, then we have. I think there's one more that's halfway decent.
And it looks like Hamzat pulled out the last fight that they were supposed to have.
Yep, in June.
On June, and Ikram stepped in, and Robert knocked him out in 1 minute and 49 seconds of round one.
He was trained.
Yeah, and then before that, he beat Paulo Costa.
Yeah, no, I think Robert Whitaker has the power, the mindset, the ability to beat him. Not really don't really care about too many of the other ones. We have
That nigga is good. I think Magomed Dankalaev is pretty good too.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit? Shara Magomedov like Sheamus and shit from fucking WWE.
WWE. And Cyril Gahn and Alexander Volkic is canceled.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to week 8 picks. Let's bring it up.
Oh shit, they got the prelims on already.
Yeah, they came on at 7 this morning. All right. Week 8 picks. Here we go. So, we all lost because you guys picked the Vikings. I picked the Rams. I picked nobody. I am 62-46. Jeremy is 72-36. Sam and Mo are both 70-38.
But Sam's got 2 in the pocket, right? With this mulligan.
What did we do? Oh, I didn't even do that. What did we do last week? And then last week,
how did he get the mulligans?
Oh, I finally had a good week. I went 12-3 last week.
What was the mulligans again?
I don't even remember.
Was it Oh, because he did all the work for the fucking.
Oh yeah, he did all the work for setting it up and everything. That's right. Okay, so week 8, Vikings beat the Rams. We've talked about that. The face mask heard around the world. Next up, we got the Ravens versus the Browns. Let's be honest. The only hope the Browns have is if Jameis Winston comes in and does Jameis Winston things and starts eating W's. But we all picked the Ravens. Titans versus the Lions. We all picked the Lions. The Titans, Will Levis. I hate him too. Cardinals versus the Dolphins. I'm torn. I picked the Cardinals, but I think I might switch it to the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm going to switch it to the Dolphins right now because Tua is starting. Yeah, I'm going to switch to the Dolphins.
You have more reason to leave it on the Cardinals.
No. Tua's coming back, so they're gonna do good. Jets and the Patriots.
He's coming back to the blue tent.
He's coming back to the turf.
Is Tua actually starting though? Because I won't remember to change it if he's not starting.
I believe so.
I picked him up again too.
Oh, for your fantasy?
Yeah.
In the Benchwarmers League?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were doing that terrible.
I don't know how I'm losing so bad. Like, it doesn't listen. So this is the worst part. I've had so many injuries. So Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel decided he wasn't going to play. I was doing. A minute into the game, he goes, "I'm not playing." I had so many fucking injuries. It's ridiculous.
You're like 1-7 or some shit, or 1-6.
It's fucking horrible. It is so bad. It's not even funny. Like I knew I was doing bad, but I look at it and there's nothing There's nothing I could do. Like it's just like motherfuckers decide they don't want to play. I need soldiers. I need warriors.
You're like that coach. I need dogs. I don't need no kitty cat.
Like I'm sitting up here. Okay, so Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I played him. Yep, I played him. But like, look, right now, Daniels is questionable. Samuels is questionable. Pacheco's on IR. Zay Flowers is fucking questionable. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like they just keep. If you go through the list of people, Cooper Kupp just came back. Deebo Samuels missed time. Jalen Waddle has been questionable and not questionable, but you can't trust him because Tua was gone. Devontae Smith decides when he's gonna fucking show up. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah, they're saying that. Yeah, I'm playing horrible. It's not even funny. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I can't get mad. I can't get mad because I'm just like I was talking all that shit on the draft, and I'm fucking horrible. Horrible.
Well, I missed the shit talking.
But the worst part about it is I'm still not out.
Oh, like, you out, man. You out.
I'm not out. I'm not out at all.
You out.
No.
You can tell yourself you're not out. Well, you out with only one win. With only one win. You out, buddy.
You out.
Listen.
Look, hey, you can tell yourself to make
you might not be mathematically out, but you out.
What?
You're like Sam Darnold. Your fucking fate is sealed.
But wait. Just wait.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Back like Johnny Mac.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Back in the fourth quarter. Just wait.
You're lurking right now. You're fucking lurking.
Just wait.
He's fucking lying in the grass right now, waiting to fucking strike.
I'm just saying. You don't not to the fat lady sings. That's all I'm saying. Don't
Jets Patriots.
Jets are going to beat the Patriots, I hope.
I just hope Ramondre Stevenson fucking decides to come back.
I'm not confident in that pick, just like I'm not confident in the Falcons versus the Buccaneers, but they do not have Chris Godwin or Mike Evans, so.
Yeah.
Oh, is Chris Godwin out for a while?
Did he tear something, or what happened to Chris Godwin? He tore something.
His fucking foot was turned all the way around.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't see how bad it was. Fuck, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
His fucking toes were facing his ass.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah.
I didn't see how bad it was.
The one that they reviewed the play and they determined it was a hip drop tackle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, damn. That's the worst.
Bears versus Commanders. I'm the only one that picked the Bears, but Jaden Daniels might not start.
I think he's going to start.
And I know what Marcus Mariota. Yeah, again, what the fuck can I do last week? This motherfucker, I'm sitting up there. I'm out. I'm at my sister because we had my sister's wedding on, and then Sunday we were at my sister's at the Golden Nugget Cabana because she had a whole bunch of people there. And I'm not even paying attention to fantasy. I'm watching it, but I'm watching the games, and we have the games playing. And I look up at the score and I see Washington score, and I start jumping for joy. And me and my brother, my new brother-in-law, is like, "What? It's all Jaden Daniels, right?" I go to fantasy. I'm like, "What the fuck? He's out? Oh my fucking god! What am I gonna do? What the fuck can I do? He rib injury. So in that game, Jaden and Deebo both went out in the first fucking quarter. What the fuck can I do? What can I do? I couldn't do shit.
Just sit back and watch.
You sit back and fucking get pissed. So I'm gonna say if Jaden doesn't start, the Bears defense is gonna lead them to a win. That's what I'm gonna say. Packers, Jags. Got to go with the Packers. All of us went with the Packers. Nobody wants to think about the Jags?
No. Not against the Packers.
No. Colts, Texans. We all went with the Texans. Is Derek Carr back? What's going on with Derek Carr? For Saints, Chargers.
I didn't want to pick the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm not picking. You know what? Fuck it.
I don't think he's back though.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. If he's not back,
isn't it still?
It's Spencer Rattler.
And they didn't score shit last week.
No.
Was Spencer Rattler the one meme that they said it was Timu Mahomes?
Yeah. Spencer Rattler was the guy, but he used to be good for a minute. In Oklahoma, I think he played, or South Carolina. He's doubtful.
Who?
Derek Carr is doubtful.
He's not gonna play.
They're only going to use him in case as an emergency quarterback.
What's wrong with Taysom Hill?
It's Taysom Hill.
But he's not injured though, right?
He's not a quarterback.
I know. I just would think that they would do like a dual type deal like they usually do.
That was only with Sean Payton.
Oh, that's true. That was Sean Payton's guy.
Yeah. Bills, Seahawks. All of us picked the Bills.
Yeah, that wasn't with the guy Derek Carr is going to get fired.
Dennis Allen twice. And then Dennis Allen's going to go to another team and bring Derek. And then they're going to trade for Derek Carr. And Dennis Allen's just going to quit. 2 years in, they're going to trade for Derek Carr. Dennis Allen's going to hand in his resignation and be like, fuck you, bitches. Eagles, Bengals. We all went Bengals. We're going to have
They've never. It's in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles have never won there.
We're going to have a really good week or a really shitty week. Panthers, Broncos. All of us went Broncos, of course. All right. So I'm letting you know right now, this game, I'm even more scared now. We got to talk about this real quick. We got to talk about the Chiefs Raiders.
And the Raiders are still on punishment, but I'll never pick the Chiefs over the Raiders.
I am so fucking scared about this game because it's in Oakland, or not Oakland, Vegas. We're undefeated. This is what the Raiders do. And now I'm even more scared because we have fucking D-Hop talking about Kobe. So, yeah. I'm not confident in this game at all. I'm just going to say it. Not confident. Cowboys versus the Niners. How confident? Bro didn't even pick. I was about to say,
bro, you're not picking the Cowboys.
I was about to say.
The only reason I would want to is because the Debo is out and fucking they don't have any receivers. But even with the receivers that they're gonna fucking put out there, I'm sure it's gonna be probably closer than I normally and originally imagined. But right now, until they show me otherwise, I can't pick that D right now. Right now, it's fucking Alice Cowboys.
I'm immediately switching now.
Ayuk is out.
For some odd reason, I think the Cowboys are gonna go upset the Niners.
So that's kind of like my theory. It's like maybe I get some reverse fucking psychology vibes working, and those motherfuckers using bulletin board material.
I had an interaction with somebody on the plane, with the 49ers fan on the plane when I was deboarding yesterday. Because when I got off, I was wearing a Chiefs sweatshirt. And one of the ladies was like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "You're wearing a Chiefs sweatshirt." She's like, "That's." And she's like, "Oh, I like." She said something, right? And she was just being nice, like, "Oh, that team's good" or whatever. But she's like, "I like his hat better," and his hat was like a 49ers hat. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, I like my hat." And he just started like the guy kind of gets up and starts posturing and talking shit. I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, my team's better." I'm like, "Well, they weren't last." I was like, "Oh, they weren't on Sunday." And she kind of started laughing, and he goes, "Well, at least we didn't have to cheat to win." And I was like, "Oh, we're going that route." And everybody's like, "Oh." I'm like, I'd be pissed too if I lost 2 Super Bowls to us. And he's just like, fuck. He's like, well, at least he said something stupid. And I'm like, dude, the last time you guys won a Super Bowl, you weren't even born yet. Shut up. And he just sat down and he was like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Like, y'all lost 3 Super Bowls in 10 years. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. And all of them have been closed. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, me and Jeremy immediately picked the Cowboys because we were like, "Yep, this is some bad juju."
I forgot Ayuk is out too.
Yeah,
Ayuk is he's done for the season, isn't he?
Yeah. And then the Giants Steelers, are we believing the Russell Wilson shit?
Well, you should. I better not see you pick against the Steelers.
Why?
Because the fucking slobbing you did last week for Russell Wilson. I best not hear you or see you pick against the Steelers. Because
I'm picking the Steelers.
bro, your knees were fucking bleeding last week
For what?
for Russell Wilson.
He said you were like Sierra with your goodies, your goodies.
For him starting?
You was defending Russell Wilson against Justin.
Oh,
Fields.
I got you.
So
I
bad.
got
Your fucking knees.
First of all,
had more rug burn than the fucking strip club.
First of all, it took me a second to understand the conversation, but I get it now. I'm back. I'm back now because I was defending him starting. Yes, I got you. So now, I mean, he went out, scored some points, but I'm just asking: do you guys believe in the Russell Wilson project? Do you believe it was the right choice now?
Yeah, I think so.
Look, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna go against Mike Tomlin. I do think that this has the potential to be an upset, but I'm not picking the Giants.
Why? What gives you an inkling that the Giants have a fucking chance in hell?
Just because of Russell Wilson came out, played amazing. He played bad the first little bit, but then as they got better, the way they talked about it, the way the media talked about it, it seems like this could be that high horse that Russell Wilson's ride, Steelers ride, or steal, Steelers steal, whatever.
No, he didn't give a catchphrase. They asked him for one, and he said, "I'm gonna wait. We're just gonna wait till the end."
It just seems like this could be like a setup game to me. I don't know why,
but it's the Giants.
That's the only reason why I don't believe it's a setup game, because it's a Giants.
They haven't fucking scored a touchdown in 2 years, or touchdown at home in 2 years. Luckily, they're on the road, but I don't think the Steelers' defense is gonna fold that easily.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. The defense is going to carry them. That you're 100% right. That is, the defense will carry them. I'm going through picking next week's games real quick so I don't forget.
Don't be copying my answers.
I'm not copying your answers. I'm actually some of your
Plus
answers.
the Chiefs and the Niners games are my chance to catch up to Jeremy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, VJ was actually at the game with the press pass for the Rams.
What game?
The Rams and the Vikings.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, damn, this fight that was just on right now is pretty good. This dude was getting whooped, and he ended up submitting the other guy in the arm triangle.
Yeah, quarterly stats will be available on the Rams. Yeah, he's in there. He's got a press pass. He was in the press off box. Because the first thing he showed looked kind of fishy. Not saying that it wasn't, but you look at it and it's like it has it's like a flyer that says Rams, Twitter, and then it says VJ Husky, Fox Sports Radio, but it's like printed out on a sticky. Like, and it's like, okay, it's put out, but then he shows another picture where he actually has his name, he has his badge and everything showing it. Yeah. So pretty cool. Congratulations, him. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get off? I got to finish up some work.
Real Madrid plays El Clasico against Barcelona today. Go Real Madrid. I guess tune in to UFC 11 a.m.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know who's all fucking on Real Madrid. Hey, real quick, did you guys hear about that shit between Messi's drink and Prime?
Oh, no, but I seen that he came out with some fucking shit that looked pretty similar.
He came out with a thing called Mass Plus or Moss Plus or whatever, and Prime tried to sue him. And the problem is the person that is partnering with him is the same guy that does White Claw, same guy. He's done so many brands, and basically he shut them the fuck down. He was like, "No, bitch, we don't look nothing like your shit. Our shit is healthy. Your shit sucks." It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, Prime is horrible. Everybody knows Prime is horrible, except for the person that likes Prime.
My son.
Oh.
So yeah. I don't think there was anything else that I could think about. So we don't have anything. Mo, you got anything else you want to talk about real quick? Or you good?
No, I think that's it for now. Don't got
Jermaine,
nothing else.
E, who has ruined it for the rest of my life. Every time I see a Jeremy with a J, I'm like, that shit is spelled wrong.
How do you think I feel?
You
I can't buy.
got anything?
I can't buy fucking keychains or nothing.
No.
Oh shit, I've never seen a keychain in my life with my name on it.
Really?
I've seen all
Not
kinds of
fucking
shit.
Mauricio.
I'm gonna go next time I go to a KJ place. I'm taking a picture of that shit.
Oh man, if you find one, I'll give you $20.
Okay,
You may find a fucking Maurice, but I ain't never seen no Mauricio. Not in the U.S. Maybe in fucking Latin America somewhere.
Yeah, when we were,
I can't even go to another country and get one.
maybe, yeah. That's true. That's how
Like,
you do it, right?
I can't even leave the country and get one. Like, what the fuck?
Trying to think of where. I'm sure maybe in like Sweden or the Netherlands.
No.
I'm sure. Let me see. Let's look it up. Let's Google it.
Or like maybe like in UK or something.
I've already done this research, by the way.
Yeah, but you have to update it all the time.
Jeremy's with the G are having a resurgence or a surgence
Sure,
in 2024.
you, but that's not the right Jeremy. I do not consent, bitch. Okay, so Jeremy, with your name spelling it was kind of popular in the 70s. Okay, so you know what? Never mind. I'm done because it's very hard to find information about this shit. Because it all goes back to the J. Like Jeremy given name, and then you look under Jeremy to see, and it just says it goes back to the J. It doesn't go to the G. And it means God will uplift or God will loosen.
In 2001, there were 9 baby boys named Jeremy with a G. One out of every 206,738 baby boys born in 2021 are named Jeremy with a G.
That makes you unique, buddy.
In a group of 10,000 individuals, we would expect 0 boys to be named Jeremy with a G.
Okay. You learn something new every day, I guess. I didn't know it was that rare.
If an individual with the name Jeremy with a G were to meet 10,000 individuals over the course of his or her lifetime, he or she would have a 2.441% probability of meeting at least one boy with the same given name.
Damn. Meanwhile, my name is.
I told you I've already looked at this shit.
Meanwhile,
it pisses me off. I can't get nothing with my fucking name on it.
Y'all complaining, and I
gotta pay for custom shit all the fucking time.
I never have a problem finding anything with my generic ass name.
So, are you wishing you had a different name because it's too generic?
I can't. I'm not gonna complain.
This shit's expensive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. But it's weird because I have a generic ass name, and even though my kids' names aren't 100% common, they're way more common now than they were years ago. So like I have no problem finding Nadia, Quentin, Alexis. The only problem we have is Devin with an I. That was hard for a while. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get us off whenever you're ready, Jeremy. You can take us out.
If we include spelling variants and similar names, Jeremy with a G would have an 18.522% probability of going to school with a boy with a similar spelled proper name.
Game 2 of World Series, 5 p.m.
Yes, 5 p.m. World Series.
Hopefully the Yankees win.
Okay.
Go Doyers.
Hopefully they tie.
We can't tie.
Whenever you're ready, Jeremy, take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.